And welcome back, folks. We are back in the main boss room for the final boss showdown of the game. It's been a couple of days at least a week actually, since I've recorded last because I've been farming shit tons of Zinni. And the reason I'm doing this is because I'm using the Shining Laser, which is an adorable little spark plug attached to my arm right there. It is the ultimate weapon in the game. It, at full power, will shred anything, including the last boss. I, however, have not powered this thing up to full power. In order to do that, some of those upgrades cost, I think, without getting the discount for it, the attack power upgrade for full, I believe, cost 5 million. That's after you've upgraded it twice, I think. You can get infinite energy for it. Haven't done that. I've just gotten the second tier level for that. And I've given it a little bit more range because I'm going to be using this for kind of a utility item. It will still hurt her quite a bit, and it will be my best offensive weapon against her in some portions of the fight. But it's not something I'm going to try and rely upon as a crutch as I did with Mega Man Juno, but it will come into use. Anyways, I'm going to try and let this cutscene play out one more time because we saw it earlier before, but just in case you wanted to see it again. If not, skip forward.
Well, you've made it. You've reached the library. That's where the carbon reinitialization program is executed from, and where you can stop it. Destroy the system or defend it. It's your choice, Mega Man. I can't tell you what to do.
This unit will attempt to infiltrate Mother's logic circuits. There is no guarantee as to how effective such an action will be, but it should impair Mother's reaction time to some extent. This unit's powers are limited, but it shall assist you as much as possible.
The library is shielded against any and all transmissions. I won't be able to help you anymore. Good luck, Mega Man.
Okay, done with that. Let me through the door, please. Oh, another thing I did purchase was the Omega versions for the attack power, rapid and energy for the Mega Buster. So that'll help immensely with this fight. It just means I have really short range.
Execution of carbon reinitialization program has been paused, awaiting order to continue from Mother Unit. Execution of carbon reinitialization program has been paused, awaiting
I still would
order
love to know how he
continue from
actually
Mother
manages to
Unit.
press the button
Execution of carbon
without a hand.
reinitialization program has been paused, awaiting order to continue from Mother Unit. Execution of carbon.
And to the viewer who made the comparison to the Perfect Zong, yeah, I see it.
I'm waiting for you, Mega Man Trigger.
I hate this fight. I am curious, how did you put that helmet on with those arms? They couldn't bend the arm.
I
How?
could have executed the carbon reinitialization program at any time, but I chose not to.
That's nice,
Do
and?
you know why? Unlike you, I cannot act against the system.
That'll
I can
happen
only
when
act
you're
within the
programmed with
parameters it
QBasic.
defines for me. Indeed, I cannot think of anything beyond the system's limits. That is why I cannot comprehend what could have motivated the Master to attempt to destroy the system. I am jealous of you. You were close to the Master. You understood his thoughts in a way I will never be able to. Unit chose to remove herself from the system, even though she is, like myself, Mother Unit. I cannot do that. I've waited for you, whom the Master loved. Perhaps by defeating you, who is so sympathetic to the Master's desires, I can purge myself of these troublesome emotions.
This
Come
fight
then,
sucks.
Mega Man Trigger. Show me what a first-class purifier is capable of.
Anyways, if you're quick off the bat here, you can get some good pot shots off her. Not much. Yep, that's about normal. Now, she's got about 4 or so different attacks. Let's see if we can get a good pattern here. All right, magic missile. Wait until she says, ha, and then jump out of the way. Oh, boy.
Well, Trigger?
Ah, this one's a shitty one. Ah, they suck. Good luck dodging all of those. If you can, my hat's off to you.
Ready?
All right, there's another third. It's a third attack, the charge. More magic missiles. If you jump too soon, you will take all of those missiles to the face.
How then?
Okay, this attack sucks. For the sole fact that she will attempt to disable gravity, make it really difficult to move around. But it also means that we can get some good pot shots with her. And the Shining Laser makes it so much easier to take out these fucking floating mines. If, however, she gets too close to you with that, jumping at the last second may save your life from the shockwave, but you're going to have to kind of get used to it. Here, we got a good pattern with this. Come on, where you at? I like it. Ah, a little close for that. It hurts quite a bit, so do not underestimate it. Okay, we're doing pretty good. God damn, again with this shit? It's nice as I can hit her across the fucking map and she can't hit me when she's over there. This should be the final death blow. Form 1 is down. Thank God. Excuse me, miss, you do appear to be leaking.
Attempting to assist you by invading my internal systems. I do not understand. A servitor unit such as GAD should be unable to disobey the system's commands. Still, a mother unit like myself is superior to a servitor unit. His sabotage attempts are a distraction, nothing more. When last we struggled, you imprisoned me on Terra. Perhaps this time, it will be you who is imprisoned.
Oh boy. So now we're going to start the second phase of this fight. Who's ready for some end of Evangelion level bullshit? Well, if that's what you liked, welcome to your best thing here. This fight sucks. And yes, this does really remind me of the end of Evangelion. Take a guess why. I hate this fight. This one's even worse in her first form. Why do you have bullseyes on your nipples?
Shall we continue?
Here we go. Come on, get some good pot shots on her.
Feel my power.
Now, dodging that is very difficult. You have to get kind of lucky with it. Speaking of dodging that, this attack right here will take your health down no matter how high it is. So if you can avoid it, good on ya. It's kind of random how it works. Yep, see, there we go. Getting a real shitty pattern now. Oh, here's another one. Her missile carpet bomb. But she's allowing me to get some pretty good pot shots on her. All right, here comes another one of those wave attacks. Ooh, I dodged that. Wow. Black hole. Now, this actually won't hurt you. It just makes it very difficult to see what the hell you're doing, and it kind of pulls you towards it. Especially for this attack, it can be very dangerous. Oh, I fucking tried to dodge that, and it did not work. Again, this will just try and pull you into it. Woo! Air beam utter attack sucks. I can't see shit. Woo! Get away from me. Fuck you, bitch. Ah. Whatever. That'll give me a chance for some good pot shots on ya. Just keep on pumping that in there. Come on. She's almost dead. Fuck you, seriously. Now, this cutscene does fuck up on my disc. Hopefully it doesn't. Oh, it's so satisfying the first time I beat her. Just keeps tumbling down, tumbling down, tumbling down. Ah.
Whenever the master looked at me, I detected a sadness in his eyes. The more I obeyed the system and tried to serve the master, the sadder he seemed. Now, Trigger, thanks to you, perhaps the master will also smile at me
He's
as he did at you.
kind of dead.
Sarah!
Oh boy.
At last, I understand. Thank you, Trigger. Thank you. Sarah.
don't think you're going to get off that easily, Sarah. You were always too stubborn for your own good. If we have a shell, we can transfer your primary programs over, right? Gats is dead. He died because of your gamble. If you die as well, who will be left to keep me company?
How about your daughter? Well, technically your host body's daughter.
You can't fool me. I know you can hear me. Still going to ignore me? Then let me tell you something. Now that Elysium is no longer functioning, the old system the Master's people shut down has started to reactivate. It was your responsibility to monitor it. If you die and it takes over, the Master's work was for nothing. Do you want that?
Do you mean to say that the Elder System is becoming active again?
Alright, this whole thing with the Elder System's a little vague. They don't
There are
really
remnants of
explain
that
a
system
huge
buried all
amount.
over Terra in what the Carbons call ruins. There's so many, even I don't know how many there are. I doubt they'll be fully active soon, but eventually they will. If we don't do anything, just imagine what will happen to Terra and all its people. If the Elders and their machines activate, what will your sacrifice here have been for? What do you say, Sarah? Are you up for living with the people the Master left behind? Could be a little wild, but interesting.
Perhaps it might be worthwhile.
I can't remember the last time I saw you smile, Sarah.
I'll think about it once we figure out a way to return to Terra.
That's a very good point, Sarah. So, what are we going to do, Mega Man? If we can't get back to Terra, then I can't give Roll her mother back.
Is that the only thing you're worried about?
Don't worry, Yuna.
Why?
I know Roll. She'll come looking for us, no matter what happens.
Now, I don't get it. What happened to the hookah ship we came up in? Did it suddenly just stop working? And anyways, everything's happy and joyous. Yay! You only had to go through hell to beat her. Shining Laser is a very nice little weapon to take with that. If you farm it all the way up, you'll just melt through her like you thought that was melting. And I think the game just froze on me. Yep. I am pretty sure it did. For some reason, there's one small little nick in the game that causes this to happen. So, I may be calling this an end here, because if I can't actually get a hold of the footage, then there's not much else I can do for it. Alright, I'm going to just stop the recording and see if I can get out of it, and if, whatever, I'll come back and we'll do something about it. But that's it. That was the last boss for the game itself, and that's about it. The ending on YouTube, I'm just going to record it from here, because that's about the only way I'm going to get it. For some reason, my disc has a tiniest of little nicks in one section. I think that's what's fucking with it. And even toothpaste is not working to actually get it to run correctly. So, whatever. We beat the last boss. We're doing pretty good. So I guess now it's time for reflections upon Mega Man Legends 2. I liked the game. I thought it was an okay successor to Mega Man Legends 1. They upgraded quite a few things that were wrong with Legends 1. To be able to lock on and circle strafe at the same time, it's a fantastic addition. Instead of just trying to strafe around and fire manually. They brought back the bonds and improved upon their characters and added some new little side characters as well, like Bola and Claymore, those two. And Glide was okay. I like the bird bots, especially a big boss bird bot. Dungeon-wise, I thought the game had a good variety of them, except they tried a couple of new things that I thought were really annoying. The underwater levels come to mind big time. Cool gimmick, but the amount of slowdown that they had in the game itself, that was the effect of the water, even with the hydrojet attachment, made navigating that level and the sub-ruin that has it just a big pain in the ass. I did like the status effects that they added into it, so enemies can light you on fire, electrified floors, the trap enemies that scare the shit out of me sometimes. Love those. There was a lot of returning fan favorites, but we also saw a couple of Reaver bots that didn't come back from Mega Man Legends 1. I was hoping to see the whole cast of enemy Reaver bots plus new ones, but you can't get everything for it. In terms of quality for like the soundtrack, it has a lot of redeeming features, but I still prefer Mega Man Legends 1 soundtrack over this one by far. especially like with the ending music right here. This is nowhere near as good as the ending sequence with that kind of montage of all of the cutscene vocals plus some decent music in the background. But well, I have a soft spot for Legends 1 because I played it first. I played it as right when it came out that same year, 1998, I believe. I didn't play. I rented Mega Man Legends 2 the first time I actually played through it, so that was my impression there. I'm not a big fan of Mega Man's new voice actress. Actually, I believe it's a female this time instead of a male from like Mega Man Legends 1. It was too much of an effeminate voice for Mega Man, I think. I like the first voice actor. Maybe they couldn't get him to come back or something like that. As always, the Bonds, Teasel Bond, all of them were voiced fantastically. I loved it. The interactions between them and the characters are great. Story-wise, this one does uncover a shit ton of questions that Mega Man Legends kind of hinted at but never really answered. Except now we have a couple new ones, like the Elder System, what the hell is it? They just vaguely hint on it at the end there. And unfortunately, because Capcom has seen fit to just demolish Mega Man in general, the entire series, and cancel game after game, I doubt we'll ever find out what happened to Mega Man on the moon here, or on the Elysium. He's kind of stuck there. We may never see the end of that story, unfortunately. That should be the end of the credits. I think there's one last cutscene. Hopefully YouTube doesn't fuck up on me now.
10 seconds to ignition. Is everything ready? Southwestern wind. Speed 1 knot. Should be little to no interference. Fuel pressure stable. All workers to the shelters. 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off!
Going.
Go. Keep going.
Oh, derp. What, did NASA build the thing?
Oh, that's the 10th time we've tried. Maybe we should just give up. I got all excited when I heard that what's-his-name, the monkey, came back from outer space and was going to give us ancient technology. But it just doesn't seem to live up to all the hype.
Going to the stars. A task not easily undertaken.
Question.
Bound to be difficulties.
Yes, but it looks
How the fuck did Data get back? No, seriously. How the fuck did the monkey... Did they kick it out the window? Alright, Data, you're gonna fly.
The system was too complex. We need to keep things simpler. That way, less things can go wrong.
But if we build it this way, it will cost too much. If we take existing parts and put them together this way... See? Just look at how much money we can save.
Why are you using an abacus?
Modify the fuel injectors like this, it just might solve the problem.
It's really simple! Really simple! If you would just listen to me, I could show you. See? Look here! You stay out of this, Data!
We need to
What?
make the cargo hold smaller. We can save space and make it lighter that way.
It doesn't matter! With this new amazing engine I designed, we will have more than enough power.
Your engine? I'd believe you if your engines weren't made from spare parts and needed to be adjusted every 5 minutes.
Not
Oh, shots fired.
Tons of money to build your kind of engine.
If you don't use the proper
Sorry, Mega Man, but it looks like you might be stuck up there for a little while more.
Oh, Data, if you only knew.
We both got our work cut out for us. How dare you? Anyway, I wonder how Mega Man's doing.
Oh, you know.
We have to get this thing working so we can go get him.
Oh, don't you screw up on me. That's it. That's the end. It's all done. So, until next time, folks. That's not my playtime, obviously. Until next time, folks. See you later.